The greatest motivational speaker on earth. And over 90%, 97% of the earth don't even know about him. Yet. You have to announce your future in advance. You have to think big, dream big. Okay? But as I was building my motivational speaking career, going to all these different schools, prisons, colleges, speaking, telling my story, how I was arrested over 20 times, how my mother was on drugs, and my stepfather left, and my biological father was nowhere to be found. But I still persevered. I didn't make any excuses. You know, I say excuses are tools for incompetent fools that builds monuments of nothingness. But those who use excuses are seldom good for anything but excuses. I tell young people not to let other people dictate their destiny, how you can make better decisions, and you can surround yourself around successful people, and if you get close enough, you can get rich off their exhaust. I go around and I said, man, I said, you know what, I just realized, I told him this on the way in. I said, man, I just realized that was my therapy. That speaking about it was helping me to forgive them. Speaking about it, you know, to other people and sharing it and being transparent was helping me. It was helping me as I was helping others. And it put me in a position where I was able to go to my stepfather and have a conversation with him. Because I remember crying on the phone like, Dad, you're the only father I know. I don't know no other fathers. I know I have another father, but I don't even know how he look. And you leaving me? I'm in the A about to graduate. You ain't gonna be my graduation. And then I got selfish. I remember, face full of tears on the phone, like, Dad, I know you left Mom. I know you left Mom. You don't have to leave me. So you was just with me and teaching me all these father things, teaching me, you know, lefty loosey, righty tighty. You know, teaching me all these things about how to wash up, how to do different things. Just because you was my mother, I thought you was teaching me that because you love me. You gonna leave Mama, don't leave me. I still got some stuff that I didn't talk to you about. As a young man. And that was when that resentment was setting in. But now I was able to go back to him. Dad, I appreciate everything you taught me. I bought my first house. A lot of things you were showing me coming back to my remembrance. The cutting the grass and the different things. He said, I always say, son, pay attention to me. Watch my every move. Because one day, you're going to have your own house. But it was 2 years after I had my house that I was able to do that. I wanted to do that for so long that I was still hating on him. I still hadn't forgave him. So, whatever, I mean, you might think it's small. You might think it's small. Right now, I'm thinking of something right now. Of someone who I have to go to. That someone is my son. And ask him to forgive me for, you know, how I treated his mom in the past. You know, he's a junior in high school. And our relationship had been rocky the last couple of years. But we just started back communicating. And it's important to me to do that. It just hit me. Thank you, Lord. Because it's not just about, you know, us. It's about that other person as well. Mm-hmm. We have to care much about that mother, that aunt, that sister, you know, that brother. To forgive them and ask them to forgive us, whether they forgive you or not. Get it off of you. Get it off of you. So that day, when our life is over, we can go before God
Remembering without anger.
Without anger. Remembering without anger. And I want to leave this with you because you have to know when you do that, you really discover who you are. You really discover who you are as a person. When Harriet Tubman received all of the accolades for freeing over 300 slaves, her response was, I could have freed thousands more if only they knew they were slaves. They was in a condition for so long. It was in shackles for so long, treated the way they was being treated for so long that they forgot who they were. She said, come on, we're gonna be free. They didn't even know that they were slaves. They said, no, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay right here. We cannot stay in a place of unforgiveness.
All right, let's give Lamont Brown a round of applause for that. You know, as African Americans, come on, let's give him another round of applause. This is what he called transparency. You know, he just opened up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of what y'all looking at this money, anyway, what are you gonna do with that? But I'm gonna do something with that though. But the thing is that a lot of times we're not transparent. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be open and real with one another. Paul Lawrence Dunbar said, we wear the mask that grins and lies. You know, meaning that a lot of times we nothing but dressed up garbage cans. We can get all made up, you know, get all our designer stuff on, have makeup on, and, you know, have a nice fade and all that. And so we come out the house, particularly in the African American community, we come out the house looking great on Sunday. Come to church, everybody hugging us, all that. We smile, knowing we don't want that person to hug us and all that. Right? But the thing is that we wear the mask that grins and lies. We need to be more transparent and more real with ourselves first. You know, my mother used to always say, don't fool yourself. You know, you can try to fool other people, don't fool yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you all for coming out today. I would like to ask for each and every one. I'm gonna give everybody. We was gonna buy pizza, but they said it was gonna take an hour. So instead of buying y'all food, I'm gonna give y'all each $5 for showing up, for coming out. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Anybody don't want their $5? Anybody want to show the gift of giving and get a $5 to somebody else? So I'm gonna get in that way. You can grab you something. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to let you know that I appreciate you all at moment's notice coming out. But I would also ask if you guys would be willing to come back next week, same time, same place, and maybe even bring a friend, and we'll get into a different topic of discussion. And who knows, this may be something that we do on an ongoing basis, because I believe that knowledge is power. Knowledge is the new currency. The more you have of it, the further you're able to go in your life. And if you get good information and good knowledge that you can apply. Anybody had applied mathematics? Applied algebra, applied geometry, and things like that. I want you to be able to take the information that me and Lamont and other people that we are probably bringing to talk to you and actually apply it to your life on an everyday basis. No different than what Apostle Ron Wilson does from the pulpit, is be able to give you things that you can actually go and apply in your life as you know, your daily walk. Because it's a daily walk. You can be great today, and you're never going to really be just great, because we sinners saved by grace. But you know, you can have a great day today, and then tomorrow you can mess up. But the whole thing about grace is that I'm a morning person. The reason I'm a morning person, because I recognize that God did not have to allow me to wake up this morning. So I don't understand people who are not morning people. Do you know people that they profess out of their mouth? They profess out of their mouth. And you know, they say what you speak becomes what it is, right? And so people profess out of their mouth, I'm not a morning person.